Thank you, sir. My esteemed co-panelists, ladies and gentlemen. I think चौबे साहब जो CSC के बारे में बताए हुए एजुकेशन फील्ड से जितने CSC हमारे हैं करीब 19 CSCs आते हैं इन द कंट्री, उसमें से चौबे साहब का ऐसा एक संस्था है जो कि एजुकेशन में दे आर प्राइमरली एजुकेशन कंपनी एंड उन्होंने CSC को काफ़ी अच्छी तरह से सर्विस प्रोवाइड किया है जो एजुकेशन की है। तो उन्होंने जो कुछ पॉइंट्स दिए आई थिंक दे आर वेरी गोल्डन पॉइंट्स एंड वी शुड टेक इट बैक बिकॉज he has not only implemented for last 3 decades of in whichever way we define education, but also using technology. One of the things I was wondering that I had slightly disconnected that the difference between knowledge and education. When we say education, is it that I am just because I have technology in my hand, that is I am force feeding a particular domain or a discipline to that technology and saying that no, it's possible. Same thing happens in health. If you look at the e-space or the technology space, whether it's a broadband connectivity or it's a FM connectivity, we are basically giving a delivery. But does it mean that the delivery itself changes the content of the program? Does it mean that certain nuances which are specific to that domain, does it change because the delivery changes? Are we trying to rediscover the way? There are some examples in this. In the earlier speech, we talked about the CSC being an entrepreneur. That means he is there to deliver the program in a revenue positive manner. In the expense that if his cost is X, he must make X plus X delta X to survive. That is the end with which we start. Whatever delivery services we may give, if he is not making money, he will not stay. So if he is an entrepreneur, he has a knowledge about the village in which he is there. He has no knowledge about what happens at Delhi or at Bhubaneswar or at Patna or the state headquarters or services government has. That knowledge is not there. It is our duty to provide him that. That's the government part. But day in, day out, he sees the education market in that village. The inadequacy of the primary education, the inadequacy of the secondary education, the need for vocational education, what the consumer wants. A few days back, I heard a lecture by Professor Govind Bajrarajan. He was talking about Vijay Govindarajan. He was talking about something called reverse innovation, which would essentially mean that you look at the consumer and say that what consumer wants and backward calculate what product you want to deliver. So if you want to go to a village and say that a child wants to pass class 10th, then you say that, are you going to pay for this? And he says, yes, I'll pay. He said, how much will you pay? I said, I will pay 100 rupees per passing English, per month per English, and 3 months I'll pay. Now, can you have a course which will be 300 rupees for 3 months and delivered through your system? Then it makes money. But if you say that, no, I will deliver your course at 2500, maybe 1 or 2 persons will come, and then you spend enough amount of money in that village trying to generate demand, कि कैसे इसका demand बनाए, फिर और किसी को
good mobile, good connectivity, or he is also a pseudo teacher. Not knowing the subject, but at least a guru about whom the teacher, the student has some confidence. झा साहब यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, उन्होंने एक रिसर्च किया था हमारे CSC के ऊपर में, तो जहाँ पे हम पढ़ाते हैं यूपी के अंदर, वहाँ पे कुछ लोगों को जो पूछा था गांव के अंदर में कि आप तो वहाँ पे आपका बच्चा जाता है पढ़ने के लिए, तो क्या होता है ना, हाँ वो तो जाता है लेकिन उसको कुछ आता वाता है नहीं, मतलब द VLE को कुछ आता नहीं, बच्चा पढ़ता है जो VLE को नहीं, बिकॉज VLE ऑल्सो वी हैव नॉट ट्रेन्ड हिम टू से दैट कि अगर कंप्यूटर यहाँ पे रुकता है तो आप क्या करेंगे, ये बच्चा पढ़ के क्या करेगा. इट्स ए वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. You are looking at a customer. You are not looking at your program. Please don't think that people are out there keen to get education. Yes, it's a big market. It's a big market. But then, as every product, you customize the product in every particular aspect. A small aspect of a product makes a product fail. So the entire thing in the last mile when we see, we need to develop programs for the VLEs to become actually e-trainers. They may not be educated, but what are the things required to deliver the program properly at the last end, that is important. Last point I would like to say that there are two modes in which this program can be done, that is what it came to us. There are certain programs which is just not feasible to do it on a private mode, because either government is providing it free of cost or it is available in some other shops at a lower down version. It's इतने कम पैसे में मिलता है कि आप उसको compete नहीं कर सकते quality program देके. In such kind of programs, there is a government support required. Government support may come through the government department, or it can come through a collaboration between the state government and central government, and CSC becomes a delivery. Second part is where the candidate is willing to pay. English education, vocational services, all this the candidate will be willing to pay because this is connected to his ability to get a job. Those programs you can price. So there are two different segments. And both these segments, there are big markets. I am very happy कि त्यागी साहब ने एक बहुत appropriate time पे ये इसको बनाए हैं, जबकि हमारा connectivity का cost भी काफी कम हुआ है. एक जमाना था जबकि हम 1000 रुपया पर CSC पर VSAT देते थे. You know, that cost has definitely come down. Today 99 rupees में कुछ नहीं तो 60 kbps का speed मिलता है, और बाकायदा FM में हो जाएगा तो कहीं तो 2 Mbps 3 Mbps का speed ही मिलेगा आपको. ये एक बहुत अच्छी समय पर है. और what we request is that the collaboration with the government departments in getting those services which the CSC cannot sell on its own on a private mode is something which the SPV and the SCS must get together and collaborate with the government, because that's a very big market which will come. Last point is the collective intelligence. Collective intelligence, मेरे और पहले भी speaker साहब ने बताए थे कि there are many institutions in that community who has knowledge about how the community operates, how the village school operates. तो उनको भी आपको साथ में लेके चलना है. One of the things we found to be very useful was collaborating with the गांव का टीचर. हम जब स्कूल में गए, गांव का टीचर को जो बोला कि आप हमारा प्रोग्राम के बारे में स्कूल में जाके बताइए, it was much easier to get students rather our going and putting up banners outside. It just does not work. Just does not work. आप 50 बैनर लगाएंगे, वो सब अर्बन माइंड थिंकिंग है ना, छूट 40% छूट, 2 पे 1 फ्री, हम घुस जाते हैं. वो गांव में चलता नहीं है सब. गांव में वो टीचर जो बोलता है वही करेगा. It's a word of mouth which is very important. So these are very small things, but from a marketeer perspective, because SCA and the CSC have to be revenue positive, and that is the success of this entire program. I would think that this is another aspect that the SPV also should take up, is that how do you make VLE an integral part or a key functionary in that entire education ecosystem. Thank you very much.